Have you ever noticed that the more you do for a man, the less interested he seems? It's beyond frustrating. But what if the answer isn't about doing more? What if it's about the incredible power of doing nothing at all? We're going to flip the script on attraction today.
This right here, this is the whole key. If you really let this sink in, it could honestly change everything because there's often a huge difference between what a man says he wants and what his actions show he's truly drawn to. And this leads us right into something called the attraction contradiction. It's that confusing kind of mind-bending gap between the woman a man describes and the woman he just can't seem to get enough of. Okay, so take a look at this. On one side, you've got what he might say he wants, right? Someone who's always available, maybe a little chaotic, cooks and cleans. But then, look at the other side. This is what he actually goes after. A woman who is so wrapped up in her own life, her own goals, that she just glows. Her focus is on herself, not on him. And that's really the heart of it all. See, attraction isn't a prize you win for all the things you do for him. It's a natural reaction to the investment you make in yourself. The most magnetic women out there, they're the ones who pour their energy into their own happiness and well-being. Just think about it for a second. What are the first compliments a man usually gives? You're beautiful. Your skin is amazing. You're so smart. You see the pattern here? Every single one of those is about the result of you taking care of you, your mind, your body, your spirit. It's not about how you take care of him. So it really forces you to ask a pretty important question. Where should your energy go? Should it be spent on doing things for him, trying to prove your worth, or on doing things for yourself, building a life that makes you genuinely happy? The answer to that changes the entire game. Okay, so if the goal is to focus on yourself, what does that actually look like day to day? Let's break it down into the rules of inaction. These are the real practical things you can stop doing, like right now, to make this whole idea work for you. First, you gotta understand what's going on in his head. For a guy, attraction often builds in a cycle. He feels a little spark, he decides to act on it and reach out, he gets a good response from you, and bam, his brain gets a little hit of dopamine. That good feeling makes him want to do it all over again. But when you initiate, you actually rob him of that whole process. Which brings us to rule number 1. And this one can be tough. Stop being the first one to call or text. I know, it's hard when you just want to talk to him, but listen, if he has your number and he's not using it, that's a choice. Your job isn't to figure out why. Your job is to do nothing and let him feel that desire to reach out on his own. All right, rule number 2, get off his social media. I know it feels like you're not doing anything, but you are. You're feeding his ego and you're feeding your own anxiety. This is the kind of behavior that can take you, in his mind, from being that amazing queen with her own life to being a source of pressure that he wants to get away from. And this one is so important. Stop giving him a constant play-by-play of your entire day. A little bit of mystery is a powerful thing. When you leave some things to his imagination, you're giving his brain space to actually think about you, to wonder about you. And that wondering is a huge part of building real attraction. This one's a little more subtle, but stop planning the dates. Instead of jumping in with suggestions or listing your free days, just wait. Let him be the one to ask when you're available. Let him take the lead and put a plan together. Your only job is to be excited about a good plan when you hear one. And just so we're clear, doing something can be a very small thing. Even sending a text that says, hey, I'm free Thursday if you want to hang out, before he's even asked, that's doing something. That's you taking the driver's seat away from him. Doing nothing really means letting him pursue. And please stop dropping everything for him at a moment's notice. If you have plans, you have plans. A man will develop so much more respect and feelings for a woman that he has to put in a little effort to see. Your full, busy, interesting life is a direct signal of your value. Now, this one might sting a little, but stop making being nice your top priority. This is not an excuse to be mean or rude, not at all. It's about breaking the habit of twisting yourself into a pretzel just to please him. Instead, the focus should be on you and what you want, your standards, your boundaries. You know, there's this saying that the woman who gets what she truly wants from men isn't the one who is just nice. She's the one who is unapologetically clear about who she is and what she expects. And that kind of clarity, it's incredibly attractive. And the last rule, stop trying to be the fixer. The moment you take on the job of fixing his problems or fixing the relationship's issues, you create a really unhealthy dynamic. You end up doing all the work, and he just gets to come along for the ride. You become his therapist, not his partner. So, what is the real point of all this? Of doing nothing? It's not about playing games. It is about actively, intentionally creating this space for his own desire to grow. It's about creating a little bit of a void, a space that he will feel a natural pull to fill himself. So, what really happens in that space, in that quiet void you've created by stepping back? Well, from his point of view, that is where the magic really starts to happen. It's where casual interest can turn into something real. You see, in that space, he starts to have his own realizations. He notices, I kind of miss her. He becomes aware of his own desire to talk to you. He literally watches himself putting in effort to get your attention. And eventually, he draws his own conclusion. Wow, I must really be into this girl. Why else would I be doing all this? He convinces himself. Okay, let's bring this all home. What is the one big takeaway here? What is the real true power of doing nothing? And this is so crucial to get. This is not about manipulating someone. It's about getting out of the way and allowing real, genuine desire to grow on its own without you having to force it or work for it. It's about creating the perfect conditions for something authentic to take root. So I'll leave you with this one last question to really think about. Where is your energy better spent? On doing more and more for him, hoping he'll pick you, or on becoming more and more for yourself? If any of this connected with you, go ahead and subscribe to Psychology of Love so you don't miss what's next. And I really want to hear from you. Do you agree with this? Disagree? Have you tried it? Let me know your story in the comments. Let's talk about it.